we actually have two channels. We have Moja Lab, which is channel 157, and we have Moja 99, which is channel 158, which is on a different bouquet. It's on the excess bouquet. Moja Lab is on the premium and compact bouquet. So what we do is we put our legacy content on Moja 99. So for example, I'll make it a simple example. Mamazana, season 1 will air this year on Moja Lab. A year later, that content goes on Moja 99 on the lower bouquet, the excess bouquet. Moja 99 is actually doing very, very well. It is our star player, it is doing very, very well. And people actually, because we understand the economy right now, people can't afford to pay 900 rands for premium or 550 for compact, but you can afford to pay, I think it's 100 rands for excess. That's where Moja 99 is, and that's where we play our legacy content. However, we also do simulcast. So we have X-Repo. What you see on Moja Lab, you see on Moja 99. It's not a lot of shows, it's just a few shows that we simulcast. But those are the two channels, Moja Lab and Moja 99.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Greetings, colleagues. Before I start, guys, can you please give a round of applause for Mr. Yami for this? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for delivering such a great program. This is really beautiful. My name is Michael Gamer. I'm the CEO of Ulaza International Film Festival. And this year we're doing our 50th edition. So my maybe comment, suggestion, question will go to Moja Lab. So we've been doing some research in terms of your who's your audience, and we see that most of your audience is KZN, and people from KZN love Moja Lab. That's true. So, but now when it comes to your EPs and your producers, most of them are from Durban. So now it's a challenge for us because we also don't take our pictures. So now I'm just asking that can we, as Ulaza International Film Festival, open a platform of collaboration or form a pipeline that we have a lot of producers, we have a community of 382 filmmakers that we communicate with every day. Can we then collaborate and to curate that for you and solve that problem for you and just have the producers so then we can have producers that are coming from KZN that's will portray the KZN stories as authentic as possible for you guys, and you can all benefit, right? Oh, and SABC guys, we'll have to invite both of you at the festival. It's in November, but we'll talk.
Yes, our highest numbers come from KZN, that we do agree with. That is why a lot of shows, you'll see them this side. Your Isengane, Isizwe. You Promised to Marry Me is actually coming next week. You Promised and what else? So most shows do come to KZN to shoot. In terms of collaborating, can I get you details? And then we'll see or work out a way of how we can collaborate with you. As stated before, we do everything internally, so it's very hard for us to open up and, so we'll talk, we'll offline it.
Yeah, well,
and just to add on to that, our producers are not all from Joburg. We have producers from Limpopo, from KZN, from everywhere. In fact, I think from Joburg, it's just a handful. They're from everywhere across South Africa.
We'll talk.
Shooting shots. Let's go.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Selman Lozi. I'm a venture capitalist, but I'm a filmmaker who turned a venture capitalist because I've been trying to pitch to getting funding for my film and everything, but it became difficult until I approached my friend from Canada and say, can you give me money And when I asked for money, I realized that there is now an appetite for creativity, because now venture capitalists, they are funding more of films, because even Hollywood is like this because of venture capitalists. And then I approached them, and then I asked for a seat on the table, and then it costed me 5 million. And then, but last year, like yesterday, we were able to sign the deal and we closed the deal. And it means I'm a fully fledged venture capitalist, because I have a seat in this table of venture capitalists.
Yeah.
But what I want to share, that seat, it comes with a license to do a TV show that will give creatives, your musicians, your authors to come and pitch, and even filmmakers. But it's a franchise. So like when I was paying that 5 million, I was buying a franchise. So my question is, I want to give it to both of you guys to ask is, would you have an appetite? Because when I'm looking SABC, it will help, because like another thing that it's the show that it already have coverage of the whole of KZN, because we wanted to make it KZN original. So I wanted to check, because you didn't mention in terms of if you have like a franchise, can I come and pitch the same show to you guys? Because it's something that's like what you are sharing. Many of these people have an amazing programs, but they cannot pitch their ideas. So we have in high experts, like our offices is in Canada and in USA. So in that show, we're gonna bring those experts to listen to pitches, so that even the ideas that they're going to show, it will have an access, so it's a global market. So just want to hear if you have an appetite for that. If you have an appetite, we can talk after this. Thank you.
Appetite? SABC? Appetite.
Poetry was definitely an appetite. The portfolio in which I work under, which is innovation development, like I said, it's also caretaking pre-sale acquisitions. Pre-sale acquisitions, partnerships with different stakeholders. So definitely would like to talk to you. I can even a meeting next week. We can chat.
Opportunities in action. Thank you so much for these questions and these responses. Number 5, and who's number 5, Konje?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Samyere Kumaluza. I am a producer and a director and a film festival director. I would like to greet everyone on stage. I come from Power 24 International Film Festival. I see the smiles at the front. We have been interacting with SABC. They came last year to check our festival, and I think they were impressed that this year we will work with them in August as per the authorities that we have talked to. I'm sharing this with both the broadcasters, what makes us unique. Our festival looks at the voices which are voiceless, that are always those stories that never make it to the mainstream. We believe that the people who watch TV are mainly the women, which takes about 30 minutes per day to browse through by research. It's older persons who are sitting at home and take time to open the TV. It's children who spend a lot of time watching TV also. It's the people who have disabilities, who sometimes are bedridden and they watch TV sometimes. My question is, we always make content and we forget the target audience. Who are we making this for? Yes, entertainment is vital, but who are we really servicing? We pride ourselves with Power 24 as the premier festival in Africa to be very biased to these sectors, and especially disability. We have many incredible stories that you will not see, but we get them through films that are submitted to us. We have grown from 50 films being screened to over 65, with over 65 countries submitting to our festival. So we would like to work with everyone who comes in and have an interest in sharing stories, but we know SABC as compete. we know there might be a problem with this Kulumenani, but we are sharing with everyone that this is what we do at the festival. And some of the things that have come in is, I'm not going to share the concept, but there are things that we have found out that can make incredible shows that you can add. There have been gaps, and we would like to speak to you about. And you can do in-house, we can produce, and we can do anything, but around the people who are living with disabilities. So we are open to chatting. We've got a stand outside, but we want to say thank you very much for giving us a platform to work with you, especially SABC. And we are also welcome to also share some of our stories with Moja Love, because we've got a wide audience. And I actually shared a story yesterday when I was one of the speakers, which I'm not going to repeat, but I'm going to say another one, which says, one of the stories that had won last year, we've got awards, international awards, was a story of how one loses vision progressively, something you've never thought of. A guy who had a normal relationship like anyone with a girlfriend, and throughout we were able to see the way it was curated, the way it was done, how they lost vision along the way until they lived without being able to see. Something you would not normally see on TV, and how we take life for granted about things that you never think one day I may wake up and not be able to see. So I am just appealing to say we are here, we've got a stand, but we'd like to interact with you also. I'm not going to say what we would like to do, but we are happening in August between 20 and 23 of this year at Southern Sun, Marine Parade. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's approach that, but thank you so much. I think it really encourages us to collaborate, to speak, because there's power in collaboration. I think one thing I've come across is that every industry that we come across, there's always going to be some form of gatekeeping. So platforms like this enable us to break down those walls, and then we gatekeep. And guys, remember, the networking element is not only for those who are sitting there versus those who are sitting here. It's for everyone, because you might find the person sitting right to your next, to your left or your right, is the person you've been looking for a very long time. So the networking element really needs to go on and on and on. I am afraid that we have actually come out of, in fact, tell you what, let's let you have your parting shot. Everyone can have their parting shot, and then we wrap it up, because I've already been told by my landlord that I've been evicted, which means we've been evicted.
No, don't worry, we've got a show that will help you for that.
Thank you! Much love. All right, parting shots.
I just want to highlight to everyone in the room that as Modular, we don't do scripted shows. If you look at our shows, we don't have telenovelas, we actually don't commission, license, even develop scripted shows. So if you want to come and engage with us that side, just know that scripted shows is not for us. We are solely for reality shows, unscripted content, and what is us?
Yeah.
I think my parting shot is we'll really work on a system upcoming producers and accept pitches. We'll really work on that because you can see people are hungry for it. They want this, and that's why they're here today. So, because there's an appetite for it, it's something that we will look into and make sure that we work together, we collaborate.
Thank you. Give it up for Mkisa.
From my side, it was just to say that the region in which you are at is very rich in stories that we would love to see and hear from, and I'm sure the rest of South Africa would love to as well. We've got a mandate to work with the regions, and we've seen that KZN is growing. We've got better support than the other regions. But yeah, we still would like to see stories that are coming from this region. And I'd just like to say to emerging filmmakers to not give up. There was talk about, there's some kind of gatekeeping everywhere. Don't allow that to happen. The SABC is a public platform. Serving a public mandate. There's always people there that are willing to assist. We've got the commissioning office, which assists with any kinds of questions with regards to submitting those to the SABC. So don't make it like that's not really. People are out there. There are humans behind the portal that are there to assist. So we're looking forward to seeing more stories come out from the region. And don't forget the low-hanging fruit.
This really low-hanging fruit, guys. Let's not all want to be grass cutters when there's a tender out there or caterers. Let's look for the low-hanging fruits, not the obvious things. Thank you so much for that.
I echo Zandi's words on this. When she asked me to come and join her on this, I was so excited because working with new and upcoming new producers, it's very exciting. Their way of thinking, it's exciting. So I also would like to encourage the new producers to please submit your proposals, find producers, experienced producers that you can work with, and do think out of the box and do take advantage of your region. KZN, it's beautiful, the landscape is beautiful, it's different. So you can imagine that a reality show in KZN, how beautiful that's going to be. Look at your department, for example. Think of if you were to do a reality show partnering with the tourism department. That's an idea. Thank you.
Nice. What a nice segue into the next panel, because session 3 will be talking reality TV shows right here in Durban. So then, thank you so much for lending yourself to that. And guys, please give it up for our distinguished panelists. Guys, I think we are good. Is there a photo opportunity? Yes. You need us to stand up? Yes. Here we go. Okay.
Smile in 1, 2, 3. Yes. Thank you.
You're on TikTok. Shantadas.
Baba, how are you?
You're on TikTok.
You keep it well.
First,
No, I don't have TikTok at all yet.
Facebook.
Yeah. Baba, how are you?
See what's store. Yeah. You're on TikTok.
Now, even though number one now
Looking at the live stream.
Yeah, I'm watching actually.
I cut it now. So you're waiting for me to go?